Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 24 of Let's Play Prison Architect. I'm going to go ahead and start the clock. We're just about to see the men get up and shower and all of that good stuff. Nothing we haven't seen before, frankly. Where are these guys going? To the showers, of course. Or not. They're being released, aren't they? Yep. Why not? Everybody else is. So, good luck to you guys. All minimum security except one. So again, this kind of fits our theory that maybe we can build our numbers up a little bit quicker once we've flushed out the last of our 7 remaining minimum security guys. And all we have are the medium and high security guys. Got 8 more of them coming in. And you know, maybe, I don't know if it really matters, but I think I'm going to go ahead and open to the normal risk guys for tomorrow. Oh, we get a badge of 12. That's actually nice. Just kind of keep a mix of high and medium because I've got a lot more high right now. And now that I know I can do this, what we'll do is after tomorrow, I'll just open for both and then we should get, I would think roughly 50-50. So we'll go ahead and I haven't done this in a while. We're going to go ahead and put a guard in here so that we can really see what's going on. Of course, yeah, that's okay. All but 2 prisoners will have been shown in. We can spare a couple of guards. So we got 1 guy on the ironing board. I've literally never seen more than 1 guy on an ironing board. I really haven't. So that's fine. And in here I see what I pretty much always see, which is kind of a lot of milling around and guys running saws and whatnot. Stack up those license plates, fellas. That's pretty sweet. The more the merrier. Yeah, so even after building out this whole new cell block, which we don't even need, we still have like $30,000 after last night. And we got all the men heading over here. How hungry are they? Not very. Yeah, not certainly to the point that it's a problem. And of course, it's coming down. It's going to come down quick. Actually, recreation. That's the first time in a good while I've seen even a trace of red there. So, how many dudes are over here in TV land? Yeah, they ate first. Now more are going over there. But they didn't all fill up. So, yeah, I mean, so there's 1 guy who for some reason isn't taking advantage of that. But for the most part, that's very reasonable. Okay, and then they are going to all do what they normally do when they flow out of here. They'll all go relieve themselves. That's fine. I'm certainly not going to try to stop them. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with these levels other than the fact I don't ever like seeing red. But I think when the system is basically working and you just have 1 critical, there it went away. There's probably not that much I can do about that. That probably is something weird going on with 1 guy, and I don't even know how I would find them. They don't let you, like, you can't right-click on this or, double-click to delve down and for a detail report, or there's nothing like that. Okay, so actually that's really funny because I have not defined these as cells, but somebody went in there and used the shower. That is pretty weird. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, that's what I thought. It didn't say that before. But I am going to go ahead and do this now. You know what? It looks like I missed a jail door. Oh, I remember now. They were doing some work in there. And I didn't want to put the door on. And then it always happens is I end up getting this stupid idiot, locked out. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and put a door on there because God knows I'll forget later. And even though we have just seen that they are capable of figuring out that these things are showers without them being flagged as such, I'm going to flag it nonetheless. And I do not have drains in these last couple for whatever reason. And I might as well go ahead and fix that. All right. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to do there. Oh, I see. So, I don't want this defined as a yard. What do I define it as? Jeez. That's actually really tough because I don't want any of this stuff in there. Ugh. Yeah, jeez. I mean, I don't want to call it a common room, but I guess I could. So weird. This actually could be interesting, though. I mean, I could put TVs out here. You know what? This is going to be an interesting experiment, and I am going to try it. Why not? It's not like the money is going to break us. And, yeah, we can just throw a few phones in here. Like 1, 2, and 3. And then, where's the televisions? Here we go. And we'll just put that like 1, 2, and 3. That's fine. I mean, seriously, we have enough dough at this point. Why not just blow a little bit of it for an interesting test? All kidding aside, I actually think this could be useful. Oh, is it telling me it's not going to be a good common room because it's not 5x5? I think that's what it's telling me. Well, whatever. I don't really care. There's TVs there, so they can use it or they cannot use it. So if they use it, it could be pretty interesting. In fact, I'll tell you something else interesting. If it comes down to a 5x5, is this not 5x5? Sure looks like it. Yeah, I could totally do that in here. I couldn't do it, in most of these others. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's only 4 squares. This one's 3. And up here is only 2 because I got cramped. Okay, how'd we do in the workshop? It's crap, but it's okay. But again, I guess rather than putting TVs out here, I could just put them in the stupid cells. I can at least start. I mean, why not? Okay. Now, the poor workman could have kind of a tough time getting in there to install these things because everybody's locked, you know, it's that time of night. But that's all right. I don't really care. We'll open it up. It won't take long. And then, yeah, see, the guards are helping. Guards aren't always completely useless. Let's go ahead, and now that they're leaving, we'll go ahead and just shut all these again. And I'm going to go ahead and open and shut. Alright, he's got that one. So I don't need to worry about it. And was there anybody over here? I guess it's fine. What's his deal? It doesn't seem like he has any. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. Actually, I'll just leave it open. So I'm going to limit myself to just this one cell block right now. This is kind of a test. And I don't want to spend all of my money in one shot. So we've got 8 guards, and I have 51 prisoners. Now, I don't know if we're going to need more than this. We could certainly afford more, and that's not a problem. We go ahead and... that's fine. Okay, it looks like I can close that one. Looks like I need to open this one. See, this just works so much better if you come here during the part of the day where they're all open. Okay, all of these cells now have television. So we have one full cell block. Now, the sick thing is that's like 1/4, not even including this area. So that's pretty bad, I mean. Okay, we're coming up relatively close to 7 a.m. when everybody's going to be getting up. And what I kind of wanted to do was stay here and see, like, does anybody use the TVs we just gave them? I don't know. I mean, they're using it when they go to the meal, but the need is generally low right now. But certainly if we had one in every room, you would think it would keep it from getting too high, right? Wow, hygiene, that was really bad. Although a lot of guys are taking showers now. So that went way down, which I'm glad to see. And I'm sure everybody else in the prison, their noses appreciate it. So I'm glad to see that our, you know, nice cells are occupied. I'd hate for those to be going to waste. And off to the workshop and all that we go. Awesome. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I was saying before that I don't know why we're not making as much money as I'd been led to believe. And I just figured that out. For some reason, I was thinking about the number of hours we work, and that potentially I could try to find a way to expand that. Well, the idea of making $9,000 is based on having 9-hour workdays. So we would need 2 more hours of work time in order to come close to that. So we are doing about 7 hours and we're getting about $7,000. So it actually is consistent. If I ramped up the workday, I would hit right around almost exactly what I had seen was the most you could get. Now, I'm not going to do it because I just don't think there's any real need to. And I feel that if I do, I risk more trouble in the prison. And I've been really going out of my way. If anybody can't tell, I don't know what to say. I've really been trying to keep these guys happy, keep the trouble incidents down to a minimum. And, for the most part, I think it's actually worked really well. I didn't watch a million Let's Plays of Prison Architect before I started this series. I just watched like a couple of parts from either one or two other people. I think it was two. But the common thread that I saw was people just kind of throwing prisons up and then having really horrible experiences. And I feel like, really trying to be methodical about it and ramping up gradually as you see what works and what doesn't work. It's just the way to go. And I'm very happy with how it's worked. We're not quite where I want to be yet before we pull the plug on this. I'd like to get at least close to 70 prisoners. But with 14 arriving tomorrow, I actually think that's probably going to be it. I think we'll see how we do on that work day or that day. And if we get through, that and everything's kind of plugging along and it's all good, then I think that's probably just going to be the end of this series, because I honestly don't really know what else to do with this prison. I've built all of the structures that you can build other than the electric chair, and I just have no interest in doing that. And I feel like we've sorted out all of the needs issues that we had. Anything that was major, like at one point, food was a real problem, but it just isn't anymore. So we'll see. I don't want to start patting myself on the back, too soon. But I'll be pretty surprised if just going from approximately 60 prisoners to 70 is some sort of major tipping point, I know there's some guys who get up over 100. Now, what I would be curious to know is, do they do that with this size plot, or did they actually buy more land? My guess is that if you were really efficient, you could fit 100 on this plot. I've made these cells bigger than they need to be because I wanted the men to have a higher level of comfort and, kind of keep them happy. I put showers in here, which you don't need to do, but I saw a lot of fights in this short amount of time I spent watching. I saw a lot of fights in the showers. So, I like what I did with that, but if your goal is maximum density, then that's not what you want to do. And you could fit a lot more guys if you did something like a 2x3 cell. And I think a lot of people do that. Whatever the absolute minimum is for a cell, let me see. What does it say? Yeah, 2x3. And you can fit basically a bed and a toilet and a door and not a whole lot else. And you can do that. I don't think your men will be as happy, but you can do it. And if you do it, then, instead of having a space this size serving 16 prisoners, I'm sure you could fit significantly more. And when you start, multiplying that over a space this big, well, it would really add up. I mean, you'd probably get like 40% more men or something like that in this same space. So when you think about the fact that I'm sitting at 70, it's very easy for me to believe you could crack 100. And then it's just a question of, making sure your kitchen is big enough and your canteen is big enough and so forth. And if you don't put showers in the rooms, see, that's part of why I did it too, because I felt like, I make the room less efficient, but I need a huge shower room if I do it the other way. And I just preferred to do it this way. So, all right, well, the TVs are getting used big time. in here. The phone's less so. I may have wasted a little bit of money in here, but that's all right. Yep. I don't really have much to complain about here. We're looking pretty darn good. I'm just going to keep it on the fastest possible speed. And I think once again, what we'll do is we'll kind of ride this episode out until about 7 a.m. And we're going to get 14 guys. Now, at the moment, that would put me 2 over. But I think we all know that we can count on somebody going home. I guess, let me see, where am I at with this? Yeah, that's fine. We have more maximum security than we do medium, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a mix of the 2 tomorrow. And that's fine. And we don't have many low security left. There's only 3 in the whole prison. So I think that's one reason we don't have anybody going home. Just out of curiosity, can I even find them? No, probably not. Not right now. That's okay. I'm not really worried about it. Now, I haven't been watching, and I don't have a guard in here to see. Like, I'd love to know if any of these guys are watching these stupid TVs, but I'll be honest, I don't care that much. That was just kind of a playful thing. Although I actually do, since I have a 5x5 area here, I guess I probably made this one a couple notches wider than it really needed to be. I am almost tempted to do the same thing here. I just don't think we really need more TVs that desperately. So we hit 7 grand exactly. I think that's pretty much the max. So what day is day 33 of our little experiment here? It did take us a while to build this place out to its more or less maximum capacity. Again, you could squeeze stuff in here. I just don't feel the need to do that. What is this about? Somebody just left their stupid laundry basket. You know what I think happens is that when quitting time comes, they'll just literally walk away from whatever. All right. Well, you know what? There's really just nothing going on. And I think I'm going to do what I've done a few times before, which is go ahead and call it here. We'll pick up at 7 a.m. when the prisoners are moving around again. And then if everything goes well, I think that will be the finale of the series. But for the moment, I thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time.